What kind of rules of thumb do you use in choosing the kinds of rhythms and melodies to be used in a song that's of hit potential, such as Strange Dreams?
Man, if I could answer that question, I'd have 50 million hits, you know. I don't know why Strange Dreams is so well liked and why it does so well. I wished I did know. I would make 100 like them, you know.
Yeah.
But it's something that just has to come. And Strange Dreams just came very naturally to us.
Yeah.
And it went out and it worked. And I hope that the next tunes do the same thing, you know.
Right, yeah. Is there a way to satisfy the commercial audience as well as the hardcore Mahogany Rush fans who, like, says there's some attitudes like, oh, look at Journey, you know, I used to love them, but now they're commercial, they're coming out with Love and Touch and Squeezing and things like this.
Well, I think what you may be saying is Strange Dreams might be the key to that. I mean, it is crossing over to a point and satisfying what some people might call commerciality, but at the same time it hasn't alienated any of our fans. Because the album's chock full of a lot of other things too, you know. So I think it's a question of just doing a little bit of both, you know.
Yeah. Can you describe the different qualities that a Stratocaster has in comparison to a Les Paul or an SG in this case?
Well, I don't really use a Stratocaster except for one or two songs, and the quality it does have is it definitely has the best sound of any guitar I ever heard. I don't use one only because I can't play it as freely, technically, as an SG. But if I could, boy, I'd love to have an SG with a Stratocaster sound.
Right. Is it the electronics or is it the size? Is it the size of the body? Would you say
that makes it sound like that? I think it's a combination because I built an SG once with Stratocaster pickups, and it sounded similar to a Strat, but it didn't sound identical. So I think it has a little bit to do with the wood and the body size and everything else too, resonance. Been experimenting lately with a few guitars that have ebony necks, and there's even one that this guy built have a solid graphite neck. And I think that, you know, even though an instrument is electric, it is basically a string vibrating, and it's still acoustic to a certain point. It's amplifying a certain acoustic of an instrument. I think it all, you know, each guitar has its unique sound because of the wood that it's made out of. A rosewood SG or a mahogany, you know, you have some mahogany guitars and you have some rosewood guitars, you have some ebony necks and on rosewood bodies. I think it's just a question of experimenting and finding out what you like best. Yeah, right. Even you take a regular guitar and you put a brass top nut on it, it sounds totally different. You know.
How do you view video in today's world?
Video? I think that in terms of rock and roll, video is playing a very important part. In terms of entertainment, video is playing a very important part. I think people are watching a lot of movies and TV. They're also playing a lot of video games. You buy an Atari or an Intellivision, you go to an arcade, you spend every cent you have playing, you know, Space Invaders or Zaxxon or all these different games. I think it's a question of everybody knowing, I think even 10 years ago, that the space age was coming and that it was going to be all TV screens and computers, and that's exactly what it's become.
Would you prefer video, or do you really enjoy the road?
I think if our business ever gets to the point where there are no more road shows and only videos, I think that'll be the demise of entertainment in the rock and roll industry. I think that if you take away the one-on-one situation, the live concert, you take it away. You take it all away.
Are you happy with the new band as it is now? I know that you got a new keyboard player from Argentina, and that your brother's playing the guitar now. Helpfulness of that, and even on the road, having a brother with you on the road.
I think it's really helpful. I think we're all like a big family. We're all like brothers, and the band is very happy together now. Very single-minded. They all want to work, and they all want to put on long 2-3 hour shows, and I think that we're pulling together. We're like a good team, and we're ready to win the Super Bowl. Our business is a business of imagination, and when people come to see us play, if we can instill in them the imagination that they were up there playing too, you know, like, hey, that's me up there doing it, then we've done our job, you know. That's what it's all about. It's imagination. In my opinion, there are no small towns, only big surroundings. You know what I mean? No place is too small or unimportant, you know, because people are people. Don't matter if you live in L.A. or Salinas or New York or Poughkeepsie. you listen to records everywhere, more than sell them. You know, we may not sell nearly as many records as some bands who will remain nameless, but we probably enjoy our work more than they do. You know what I'm saying?